back to my channel. I don't know what this video is gonna be about yet, so let's just like hope for the best. But I'm playing some synth music. I've been really into Ben Elson recently. This is Topic by Ben Elson. I've been into synth recently. I've also been into like Doja Cat's, like, I don't listen to Doja Cat, but I've been into her new song called Paint the Town Red, not because of TikTok. By the way, I don't go on TikTok at all because, like, I think I deleted the app or something, because literally I'm like, once I go on, it's just so unhealthy to like be on TikTok. But follow me. Follow me though. I have like 2 accounts or something. I'll leave them both down below. But how are you? I hope you're doing well. I wanted to talk about some stuff, so let's get into it. The first thing that I wanted to talk about is the ability to curb your ego. It is really important to be able to be extremely submissive, extremely humble, to the point where you don't care what people say. You don't care what people say in front of you. You don't care what people do in front of you, to you even. It's, again, I said this in a post one time somewhere. I was like, I don't care if you disrespect me. I don't care. Because in my heart, I cannot be disrespected. Like, I respect myself so much to the point where if somebody disrespects me, like, it's not a thing. They can try to, but they won't be able to actually be successful in disrespecting me. Do you see what I'm saying? Because my respect is innate to my existence. Because I'm alive, I respect myself. That's it. So like anything anybody does or says or whatever, it'll never like affect me. It'll never disrespect me. It'll never even like hurt me, you know? And of course this is a practice. It's not like I always feel this way. This is a practice. But this is the mentality that I aim to have all of the time, you know? So I'm sharing it with you because maybe it can help you too. Like if you feel disrespected in your life, if someone has done or said something to you that disrespected or even hurt you, just understand that it's not about you. You don't need to take it personally. And when we take it personally, we attract more situations like that into our lives where people disrespect us or hurt us or whatever it is. And it's just because of our own vibration. It's just because of our own projection. So we attract what we project. It's the same thing. It's a feedback loop. So whatever you give, you get, right? This is a law. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. This is a literal law of thermodynamics. So if you keep having this mentality, this is Delta by Ben Elson, by the way. If you keep having this mentality of like being disrespected or hurt, you're gonna just keep attracting situations where people do that, and it's your fault. It's not anyone else's fault. And this is the best news in the world, because it means you can take accountability for how you feel, you know? You can take mad accountability, and you don't have to like give your feelings in the hands of another person. You don't have to give your heart in the hands of another person. That is so important. Don't do that, because you're putting your stability in the hands of another human being. Do you know how many thoughts one person thinks every day? Human beings are flawed creatures when they stray away from self-realization. Innately, human beings are perfect, but when they stray away from that realization of perfection, they become flawed. They invite flawed. They invite doubt. They invite fear. They invite guilt, jealousy, anger, all of these things. Do you not think these emotions are serving or are not serving you? They're not serving you, right? Do you not think these emotions are of a God, of godlike nature? No, God does not feel these emotions. We are his offspring. Why the hell would you allow yourself to feel guilty, to feel jealous, to feel angry? You are a God in flesh. This is a fundamental principle of creation. You will never hear this anywhere else. You will never hear this in any religious book. Okay, you need to know this. This is the best kept secret that has been kept from humanity. You need to know that you are a God in the flesh. Why? Because you have the ability to tap in to the highest realm possible. Not just higher realms, but like the highest realm possible. I wish people knew this, because this is the cure to everything. Any issue in your life, I'm telling you this because I've had to learn this. It doesn't mean that I personally have made it, but I'm on my way and I want to bring people with me. You know what I mean? So understand this. Understand it's about how you feel. It's about feeling. Feeling is the secret. So feel your self capital S. Feel that you are godlike. Feel that you are in connection with the divine. Like, feel that, know it to be true, understand it. When I say the word feeling, people think about emotions. It's not about emotion, it's about feeling, wavelength, frequency. Tap into that. It's very chemical. So the secret that people need to know is that they have the ability to cure anything within their lives. They have the ability to heal the sick and to lay hand upon the sick. This is what Reiki is. You can do Reiki on yourself too. I'm speaking with a lot of passion because I'm passionate about this subject. You can heal from any mental blockage as well. Depression, OCD, anxiety. You can not only heal from them, but you can use them to advance and then heal the chemical imbalance that is there, but then tap into that frame of mind whenever you need to. Like, whenever you need to be OCD, tap into that frame of mind, but don't label yourself as being OCD. Instead, work to cure any chemical imbalance within the mind that may be causing you to feel that you are OCD. You see what I'm saying? So Seema, yes. How do we go about, by the way, I'm channeling when I'm giving this information, so this is going to be me channeling. This is what I do on my channel. I channel. So I don't call it lecturing. I call it channeling because I'm channeling. This is pure, this is from the divine. This is pure information that is pure. What does that mean? It's been purified. It's been verified. It's been checked. Before I'm giving it to you, it is being filtered through the lens of God himself, itself, herself, etc. So, yes. So it is possible for every single human being to heal from any single thing within themselves, to heal other people, to heal financial blockages, to heal like generational cycles. People call it generational curses, generational trauma. F all of that, okay? Take away the labels. It's not a trauma and it's not a curse. Why the hell would you put that upon yourself? It's a cycle and it needs to be broken. How do you break a cycle? You do something different. Repeatedly, though. You don't just do something different once. You do it differently many times. You keep doing the different thing, iterated. So this is how you change a cycle. Let's say you want to lose weight, right? You have to not just do the physical work, okay? But you have to see yourself as a different person in a way. And then the physical work will be really easy for you to do. Do you see what I'm saying? It's about, again, the frequency, the feeling that you embody. When you go to the gym, is it hard for you to go? Like, do you hate it? Don't go. Because any work that you do at the gym, you'll have to pay a lot for that. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm teaching you how to pay less for stuff in your life. So what happens when you pay less for stuff? You maximize your input. You maximize the assets in your life, not the assets that you have to pay for, not the assets that depreciate like a car or a house. I'm not talking about physical assets. I'm talking about energetic assets, the way that you feel, how you view the world, how you view other people, how you exist in your relationships, how you view relationships. Like, how do you view relationships? Do you just view relationships as like needing to be served by another person? Think about that. I'll tell you my outlook on relationships. I see them as being symbiotic. So a relationship is a ship. It's going somewhere, right? It's a vessel. It is transportation. You are going somewhere. If two people are not committed to going anywhere, it's stagnant. Like, the connection is stagnant. So what does this mean? It means neither person is growing from the connection, and they should inevitably end it. Okay? So that's why it is good for relationships to end, so that new relationships can form. It is actually important that you end relationships in your life so that you can have new ones, because you are supposed to always be changing. This doesn't mean that you don't like them. This doesn't mean anything emotional. or pertinent to your ego. No, no, no. We are on a journey, right? Every day we are on a journey. Every day we are different. We are supposed to be different. We are supposed to be learning more about ourselves and what we can give to the world and what we are getting from the world. So what does this mean? This means every day we get something new from the world. Every day we are learning. That is what it is to get from the world, to learn, to be a student, to be humble. It is very important to be humble so that you can kill that which is its only mission to kill you, to kill your soul, to enslave your soul, which is the ego. If the ego has control over you, and if the ego has control over how you operate in your daily life, your soul is bound. Do you see what I'm saying? You hear so much talk of like, oh, you know, I don't want to sell my soul, or like selling your soul or whatever. You have to realize selling your soul happens every day. It happens when you scroll. It happens when you are disconnected from yourself. When you give into old patterns that don't serve you anymore, you know? So don't sell your soul. It's about mental autonomy. Yeah? I want people to feel secure emotionally. I want people to feel that they can go through anything in life and they will be okay. Because personally, I've been through a lot of stuff in my life. Things where I didn't know if I could handle it mentally, you know? But ultimately, like, you have no choice. Life will give you no choice because you wake up every day. Sometimes, like, it could get so bad that you may not want to wake up the next day. But that's not up to you. You're here for a certain amount of time. So time is all you have. Time is your biggest blessing, your biggest gift, your biggest asset, your most important accessory. Like, time is everything. We should be making use of our time by doing what? By being a student every day, by waking up, being humble, being a student of life, seeing what we can learn from this situation. What can we learn from this person? What can we learn from this relationship or this connection? What can we learn from this circumstance or instance? What can I learn from this health issue? Why is this health issue here? What am I thinking that is allowing for this health issue to persist? You see, because consistency compounds. If something is appearing in your life, a financial issue, a health issue, a relationship issue, it is because of a lot of momentum that has happened energetically first. So it's coming about. So, again, what's the way to change a cycle? Well, you iterate in the opposite direction. You iterate, you repeat in the opposite direction to produce an outcome that is the opposite of the current outcome that you have if you're not happy with it, right? So a lot of people think that they don't have control over their health, which was me for a very long time, which is why I'm able to tell you this. But you do have control over your health and your finances and everything. And it's about first understanding that you have control, and then thinking different thoughts that will produce different outcomes, because your thoughts will create specific outcomes. They have been this whole time. It's just that the 3D reality, including the body, takes some time to manifest. It takes some time to show. Just like a woman is pregnant with a child, I'm getting this vision for some reason, like just like a woman has a child, it gestates for 9 months. In the same way, the 3D reality gestates for some period before it manifests. So remember that, so that you can start now. You can start today. You can start today to change how you're feeling, so that you can produce different expected outcomes. You know, it's so interesting. Like, when I'm stressed out, more things happen for me to be stressed about. When I'm chilling in my life, things are chilling, you know. One last thing I want to get into. We cannot control the way other people see us. We cannot control the way other people talk to us or talk about us. You cannot control other people. You can control yourself and your vibration. And when you do that, you control the feedback that you receive from the world, and that includes other people. You see what I'm saying? So you want to go big. You want to go big in terms of scaling the outcome. Like, you want to make sure that you have the biggest and the best outcome by nipping it in the bud in terms of getting your vibration right first, so that when people come at you, they come at you correct. You know what I mean? For a long time this year, personally, again, personal anecdote, I was not getting my vibration right at all. So people were coming at me in all sorts of different ways, like trying to tell me this and that. Just really, I kind of saw the worst from people this year, you know? And I had to realize that it's not about me. It's not even about them. It's not about them. We can blame them, because most people do, right? We're like, oh, why are they like that? But if you take it a step further, you'll see it's not about you. It's not about them. It's about your unwillingness to control your vibration, your unwillingness to control your current vibration, how you are feeling about yourself, about them, about the situation. So I had to endure a lot of challenges this year. It broke me mentally, it broke me physically, and I didn't let it show. I did not let it show, because I knew, well, I tried actually, maybe it did show a little bit, but I did my best to keep it together in here, and that would reinforce my outer, like, keeping it together, and vice versa. Like, when I would try to keep it together outside, you know, I would make sure that it reinforced my mental ability to, like, keep it together. So, like, sometimes I would be, like, crying, but then I would have to stop crying because it's time for me to get ready. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So, like, you use, and then I would get ready, and then I would not need to cry anymore. Like, does that make sense? Like, you use your outer reality to program how you feel, so that you feel better, you know? These are just energetic hacks, you know? And the energetic hacks that you're going to receive in life are the best hacks, because energy is everything. Energy is finances, energy is health, energy is relationships, energy is at the core of everything else in life. So when you can change your energy, when you can change your frequency, how you're feeling about a situation or a person or yourself, then it will change. You'll see the tangibility. You'll see the manifestation in 3D. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Another thing I maybe wanted to touch on briefly is that love, having love in your heart, people think love is something that it's not. Love is not romance. It's not friendship. Love surpasses, love is creation. So when you have love, you are automatically protected from even your own worst thoughts, which is very important, because we are our own best attackers and enemies. Number one, you are automatically protected when you have love in your heart. For all, capital A when I say all, because you are not different from any other person that you are experiencing in your life. You are not different from any situation. This is called Thione by Ben Elson. It's like actually one of my favorites. It's very, very good. Love is creation. So, how do I explain this in the best way that I can? You hop on TikTok, you see new age kids, like doing tarot and stuff, which is fine. I mean, same, like I do that too, you know, but I'm just saying that there's a lot of misconception over what creation is, what manifestation is. You don't have to do anything in order to experience bliss in your life. You just have to feel love. You have to embody love. Again, it's about raising your frequency. Raise it to the highest possible caliber, which is the frequency of unconditional love, God love, that God state. I wish every person to experience this. I wish I could explain it in a way that would allow for people to experience it. When I dance, sometimes you can feel it off of me if you consume my content, but you can see it in when artists perform, let's say. You know, that's what the feeling is. It's of unconditional love. It is of ease, of relaxation, of bliss, that, okay, you are a child. It is okay for you to be a child. You know, you are worthy of everything that is good. Like, you are worthy of feeling love from yourself and from other people. Do not fear what is to come. Do not worry what anyone has done to you or said to you. It's never been about you. It's always been about the frequency that you have been emitting unconsciously. Do not worry. You still have control. You have always been in control. It is time for you now to wake up and realize that you have control. You see? Yes. Embrace your power because it is yours. It has been given to you as a gift, right? We are frequency-oriented beings. That's why we love music so much. That's why music is so intoxicating. Because it's where we're from. We're not these gross, dense bodies. We're not dense matter. We're not. And you can see this when you cut yourself or bruise yourself. You can see this is temporary. It is flawed. But you are not flawed. You are a light being. You are immersive, expansive, elusive, gigantic. Yeah? You are a voyager. Never feel that you have been your past circumstances, because you are not, and you have never been your past circumstances, and you will never even be the future circumstances that you experience. You are only pure vibration. And when you tap into that, you can project that. You can project that. So you project that love, that creation that you actually are. And then you receive everything as a blessing. The sun on your back, the ability to film, to speak, to converse, to talk, to connect, to communicate, to love, to give, to share, to preserve your energy, and then to give your energy to the world, to serve, regardless of what that may look like, you know. So you realize that you are beautiful. Realize that you are beautiful first. That is your job. You must do this. You must love yourself. You must. Because if you don't, do you see what has been happening? Life is not easy. You must love yourself. And one who has been through pain and suffering will really, really want to love themselves. We all do. We all do. So want it bad enough to keep pursuing your best potential, your perfection, which is being self-realized, being self-realized, being self-realized, being self-actualized in every moment. Is this making sense to you? If it's not, I want it to. Listen to it again. You have the ability to be happy and fulfilled in every single moment. You have the ability to live in the moment in every single moment. You can crush jealousy and envy and pain, because these things will inevitably lead to health issues in the body or in the mind. Depression, split personality, like thinking that you're one way. Stop all the bullshit. You are pure, beautiful, divine. Look at how you were born, right? You came out as a child, as an innocent being that only had the potential to grow and expand. You have been given the gift of time. Your body started aging from the moment you came out of the womb. Use every moment. Understand that time is your asset. Time is your freedom. Time is your ability, your capability. Your talents all exist within time. You must preserve your time. You must do good things with your time, like evolving on a soul level. Your soul is not your consciousness. Your soul is a step back from your consciousness, but in order to reach the soul, you must first reach the consciousness. And you can best do this through the mind. Tame the mind and the rest is yours. Tame the mind and you can see who you are. First you tame the conscious mind. Then you work on rewiring the subconscious. Then you can hit the consciousness itself and begin to expand that, and then you hit the soul. This is Polygon by Ben Elson. The body is a manifestation of the subconscious mind. So whatever is in the subconscious, it's gonna come out in the body. So we are not actually aware of what goes on within the subconscious. That's why it's called subconscious. It's not conscious, it's not super conscious, it's subconscious. It's in the background. And so when you can rewire that, when you can impress new images, impress new information, impress new desire upon the subconscious, you are projecting your future reality in this moment. You are predicting it by deciding it. This is how you can predict the future, by deciding what it's gonna be, by deciding on your vibration in this current moment. So I'll give you an example. My whole life I've only dreamt about hills. Like, to me, I think about hills, I think about landscapes. I love land. This is how I am. The beach too, but I grew up surrounded by land. I love land. So I've always been around land because does this make sense? Like, let's say when we're driving somewhere, I'm always going to be looking for hills, looking at the hills. Where are the hills? I need to know where the hills are, because it's just a natural thing that I like. It makes me feel free. It makes me feel like I'm traveling, like I'm on a journey, like I'm exploring, you know? So my whole life I've just always been around hills and land. And what's another thing? I love shiny things. Like, I'm giving you simple, primitive examples so you can grasp what I'm saying. I love shiny things. So I surround myself with shiny things and I pay attention to them. And so more shiny things come about. You know what I mean? Because I pay attention to them. I love them. I give my adoration to them. Same thing with the color pink, right? I've always liked pink. I surround myself with pink. I notice pink things. It's a natural phenomenon. But if you notice negative things, this is the key. If you notice negative things, you're gonna keep noticing negative things in yourself and other people. If you keep noticing lack, you're gonna keep feeling lack, you know? Because it's just been what you've been focusing on. So focus, attention is the key to creation. When Brahma, let's talk Vedically for a second, because I want to go there. When Brahma created, this is in Vedic scripture if you're not familiar, but when Brahma created the universe, he created the universe in a state of meditation. He had to meditate on specific frequency-based instructions, okay, in order to create creation itself. So you have to be in a state of trance-like focus when you want anything to come about. It's also important that people know their karma, or what they're aligned with, because if you don't know yourself and you just keep wanting things, you're gonna be always in a state of dissatisfaction. It's actually really painful to want something or to desire something. So I mentioned desire previously when I was discussing the subconscious mind and how we should impress desire upon the subconscious. Impress the feeling of having achieved the desire. That's what I'm talking about. Do not ever stay in a state of desire, because desire implies lack. If you want something, it means you don't have it, right? So be it. Be that which you want. Feel that which you want, right? That's why I could be completely alone, not seeing anybody for the whole day. My bed will be fully made. My room will be fully cleaned. I will be fully showered and made up, even if I'm not seeing anybody. Fully perfumed, everything. Because it is a blessing to be able to do that, number one. But also number two, it's me using my time effectively. But number three, it's impressing my subconscious mind in the way that I want it to be impressed. But also number four, I'm caring for the vessel that has been given to me. So I'm giving ode, reverence, respect to the God within me. Number five, it is ritualistic. You see what I'm saying? So this is how we should live, with intention, with direction, being very directive in the way that we exercise our time here. Thank you guys very much for watching and listening. I love you so much. I'm very grateful to have had this opportunity to talk with you. and to give this information to you. It is my hope that it can serve you best in the best way that you can grasp it. I'm hoping that you are leaving better than you came. Go ahead and give me some feedback if you are, some positive, energetic feedback by giving me a thumbs up or leaving a comment or whatever it is that you would like to do, sending me good thoughts, whatever it is. I love you so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Peace. Check it out, Ben Elson. Peace.